sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Gets around him, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. the gun, Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Henry again on 2nd down.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Seven, our score after 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. A big play there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes. Across the 40-yard line.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A first down carry for Henry. Bulldozes past him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerry Tillery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Jones there on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Squeeze, double.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
49 to Mike, 49.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
To try again after the sack, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Once more, here's Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
You get nothing.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the touchdown!
A.J. Brown, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On second down, Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
75 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And some room to roam now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tannehill's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It's Eckler again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Tannehill to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill.
Being chased out left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Tannehill.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Throwing Tannehill. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know